Here, Eamon, you're like a tiny bit out.
I wasn't gonna say something, but you know, like I feel like my whole right shoulder hasn't been in the clip.
Right. Am I in it, guys?
Here, do you wanna?
You're
in it.
Maybe a little more Christian.
I can see Eamon.
Okay, good.
I got you. You got me.
Yeah,
I now
exactly.
have the phone of questions. I am in power.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
What's happening, everybody? We are still parked on the street, just beside a random park. There's a dude walking a dog right there, and we're gonna jump into part 2 of our frequently asked questions video, hanging out with Minimal Millennials.
We're answering some of your questions about van life, and we thought who better to chat about that with than Aubry and Christian.
No, I don't think so.
Even after a week.
You know when you get that feeling and you're like I had this feeling like 3 days ago, like, I could use a shower.
Yeah.
And then the next day it was like, I could use a shower.
Right.
And it's now like day 5.
I don't even care anymore.
And it's like, I could still use a shower.
But
it's the same
I'm
situation.
past that hump.
We met each other, and I think all of us collectively hadn't showered in maybe like 3 days.
Yeah, 3
We're all
days.
like,
I think you guys
we
had
really...
maybe 2 on us.
Yeah, I think we did.
So, but we were all kind of
came in a
like...
little bit more dank
We've
than we
never
did.
had a Canadian shower.
Oh, true.
I still haven't to this day.
But regardless of that, I think that installing a shower in a van, no matter the size, can just add a lot more work.
It's a big project. Like I don't think it's as easy as
Cleaning
hot
up.
water would be nice, but it's like you need a huge water tank. You need to heat that water. You got to water in the van. You're gonna have leaks. You're gonna and then you're in winter
It
and you
can
got to drain
smell,
those
it can
tanks.
get mold, all kinds of stuff.
So like as much as it would be nice, like you got to think realistically on how complex that is.
Yeah, leaks.
And you also have to remember that maybe all of us are different people than you are, right? So we're kind of cool with being dirtbag people. But I never needed a shower every single day of my life. And there's so many ways that you can shower. So you can go and find like a gym. These guys are a part of
These guys have the most ridiculous Planet. Like,
Damn you Americans!
Let's just keep plugging Planet Fitness.
Yeah, Planet Fitness.
Come
Please
to Canada.
sponsor us.
Don't even
Planet.
sponsor us. It costs nothing. We don't care for your sponsorship.
It's
But,
20 bucks a month. It's everywhere in the States.
And that's the black card. You can go as unlimited amount. Bring a friend. 20 bucks a month.
So like that's amazing.
You can
It's
get
insane.
massages.
Yeah, it's
that's
good to gym. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
So we do yoga studios. We do different types of gyms. I go to a climbing gym once in a while. So there's so many. Like we want to do physical activity every day anyways.
Yeah.
So you just shower there. It's like it's really no big deal.
I think the last time we were
What is
talking about
it?
your farts. I know. We're like, does it smell?
Does Eamon's butthole smell?
I think most of the time this question comes to me, and it's more of because we're cooking and eating in the same space that we sleep and hang out in, does it smell? And the answer is sure, it smells like what we're cooking.
Like delicious food.
But what we cook is so awesome that
I mean, you're in a small space, right? So especially in winter, when you're kind of battening down the hatches and you're like trying to keep the doors closed all the time, you cook like a banging, stir fry. It's gonna smell like garlic and onion,
Right.
no doubt. But it's not like it's annoying.
Yeah,
I never.
But I feel like
being vegan helps so much because we don't have. I mean, if something goes bad, it's just like compost.
Also, we're all clean, like relatively clean people. I mean, we haven't showered in a week. I know. But honestly, for having not showered in a week, you don't get much cleaner than we are right now, right? But also
keep
our
everything
vans,
tidy,
we keep it not only tidy, but we have like routine wash days. You gotta wash your sheets.
of course.
You've got to do that stuff because if you don't, it will like have that dirty sock smell, and in a matter of like a week.
Yeah.
So a college dorm, like
exactly. But we keep a list of like 20 things that we do, like 10 every single Sunday to reset, and then 10 once a month that are just like more extreme.
Yeah.
And
these guys are such list makers.
I'm a crazy list
love
maker.
it.
That's all him.
I'm obsessed
That
with
is
it.
all him.
Really? That's great.
100%.
Yeah.
But anyway,
some lists magic on me.
Yeah.
Horrible, man.
I think this is a really fun question because it kind of tells both of our van life stories in a way.
And tells like what kind of people we are.
Long story short, his family was selling their van, not the van that we ended up with, but we were like, let's just buy it and make a home in it because we were so sick of the 9-to-5 corporate world and we just needed a break. And so we were like, let's do it. I didn't even know that other people did it. And then we kind of looked into it a little bit more, got connected with other people who do it, and we're like, oh my gosh, there's a whole community about this. It honestly, I feel like finding the community was the safety net that we needed to jump.
When the idea came, it was like, that's it.
We did it. Yeah. Idea to like thousands of dollars away from us is like 2 weeks.
I think it's really similar for Eamon and I because it was always brewing in the back of our head. So we had done a lot of travel in New Zealand. We had a camper van. We loved having our home with us. We say
we had a nice taste, which is a great way to test it.
Yeah,
right?
Vanlife is like backpacking 2.0 or travel 2.0 because you have your home with you. Yeah. So we had thought about it a lot, and then when it came down to expanding our business, we just couldn't really afford to fly ourselves everywhere. So again, it started brewing, and then really it was the Toronto real estate market and trying to get and rent an apartment. It was just so expensive.
You do basic numbers, you know, $2,000 a month, 2 years.
Is that realistic?
Like that is like minimum.
That's minimum.
Oh,
totally.
Yeah. So huge risk. Yeah. You know, that is not like the safe route.
Right.
Yeah, and I also think that it was brewing for us. Like you guys said, you were kind of prepared, and we were prepared. Yeah. But when the opportunity presented itself, we just knew.
Yeah.
So we got a notification about this van that we bought. It had come into the lot. It was listed at a good price. We went out, test drove it, and bought it.
Nice.
So it was kind of like, again, it seems impulsive to a lot of people, and especially to our families when we were like, hey, we bought a house and it's on wheels. If it doesn't have a good gut feel, like Ross last night did not have a good gut feel, but we still invited him into our home, and we learned our lesson. So if it's got a good gut feel for you,
you'll know.
Then there's just no regrets in trying, and if it sucks, then sell the van.
Right. It's the same way for everything. Your partner and everything. You just kind of know, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Agreed. Until we no longer want to.
Yeah.
Until you're not having fun. You know, the minute you just wake up and you're just begging for more, whether that's more size or, you know, fixed location or shower or toilet, whatever it is. Until you're not having fun.
But also, like, this isn't just a way to save a ton of money or anything like that, right? We're not just doing this to, like, totally skimp or anything. Like, it does cost money, and this is a real lifestyle, right?
I think people underestimate.
Yeah, 100%. So this isn't something we're just like grinding it out to save money, right? Like we're just enjoying every single day, honestly, enjoying every day.
Genuinely.
And so if we weren't enjoying it, it wouldn't be like there was this massive reward, you know, like we're stockpiling all this money or something.
Yes.
We would just stop, right?
Yeah.
And right now we're enjoying it, and enough to where we're like, maybe we'll always live in a van. I doubt that's the case, but today it feels like that because we're enjoying it so much.
We both work for a company, so we work remotely. It's really nice to have a paycheck, but it also, there's like
pros
cons.
and cons.
Sure.
Right.
As far as like, we can't really leave the internet too much, except for on the weekends. We have to be on call and that kind of thing. We can't, we set our own schedule mostly, but we can't just say, you know, for this week, I'm not gonna work.
3 days a week, we sort of work like a 9 to 5, but it's in a coffee shop. But we have to go there and lock into work for hours and hours and hours, or we're going to fall super behind.
Yeah.
Right.
But one thing, because you might be wondering, we don't make a lot of money from YouTube.
We kill it, man.
Are you just rolling in it?
We're rich from YouTube.
Yeah, I bet you. That's their only answer.
Honestly,
they've hacked it. Right.
I buy my pomegranates pre-peeled.
Right. Yeah, by the cup, exactly.
Yeah, guys.
So they're bathing in pomegranates. But for us, like, we make enough. I mean, we make a little bit, but it's not like, it's just fun for us, right? So if you're thinking, oh, these guys make a ton of money as full-time YouTubers, maybe someday, hopefully, but not even close.
It's really important to remember there are a million different ways, especially with the internet, that you can work remotely. You can go to who you're already working for and talk about remote work schedules. You can,
it's like what we did.
You know, seek a job that specifically is remote, and I think there's so many reasons.
There's such a big shift right now.
Yeah.
Like the normal 9 to 5 is slowly, you know, changing
and it will
so
for the next 10 years, you know, like, or 20 years. We don't really know.
We have a tea company, and we're based out of Toronto, so we have our own certified production facility in Toronto. So we can't go, you know, for months and months at a time and just leave. We need to care for our business in the city. So this trip has been, you know, 2 months, and we're actually flying back next week. So I mean, I hope that helps answer your question. Is we're self-employed. Some days we wish we had a solid paycheck, but you know, it's
so and in terms of how we travel with that business, is it's kind of for a purpose. So we look at a city like Vancouver and see that there's so many specialty cafes that would serve a great chai, which is what we are producing, and we want to partner up with these you know, awesome mom and pop run shops and sell our products.
What's that right there? Oh, yep, that's a link to our website. Feel free to check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, so
chaiwalachai.com.
Yeah, check it out. You guys can support us by
You like
shopping
that, eh?
online.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming either. I was
You're like,
Good
oh,
plug.
is there something on the
I thought you were
lens
talking
there?
about- yeah.
Dude, imagine there was something on the lens this whole time and none of us saw it. That would have been a bummer.
Let's
God,
do this
you
video a
accidentally
third
got
time.
Yeah.
We're not living life on vacation.
Yeah.
We're actually building a lifestyle on the road.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would say too, like we get a lot of messages from people who are a lot younger, so like between like the ages of 13 and 19, who are like, how did you do this? This is my dream, this is my goal, I'm looking for remote jobs right
We get a
now.
lot.
Yeah, and so like if you're really young watching this, like this is what I aspire to do, I would say just like take advantage of the opportunities in front of you and just save money. Like don't necessarily go in saying, you know, here is my complete plan of how I'm going to live in a van and sustain myself. It's probably not going to work
You
the
don't
way
need a
that you
booklet of
think
vans.
it's going to. Just like build your skills
steps.
and like, yeah,
100%.
totally.
Take steps towards it.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Like we didn't think we were doing a van. We thought we were moving to Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
But we took steps towards remote work. We put aside money, and then another opportunity came, and so we were able to pivot.
Yeah. Cool.
But we had, you know, we could have never done that just out of the blue.
Yeah.
No,
Totally.
it's a pretty well fleshed out answer, wasn't it?
Yeah, you
that
guys. Giving my
was
viewers
cute.
some real
Yeah,
good
yeah,
tips. That
that's
one's
right.
free, right?
Uh-huh.
This is just some free
You
advice,
stole
guys.
you stole his catchphrase.
Yeah. Look, he doesn't know what to say now.
Stole my line.
You might as well just stay quiet for a while.
Well,
I think that brings us to the end of both of our videos. This was
Yeah.
part 2 of 2. If you haven't already watched the first part, head on over to Minimal Millennials. They are linked below. Show them some love, subscribe, like, comment. Say, we came here from Eamon Bec's channel. Woo,
Exactly.
woo,
And if
we
you
wanna
came from
know.
our channel, you subscribe to them, man.
Yeah,
You'll love
yeah,
their
yeah,
stuff.
Thanks, guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you want to see more content like this, so we know that you guys like us sitting down, getting real, and just spitting our
Down
free
and dirty.
knowledge. You know what I mean?
Literally dirty.
I feel it. I feel good. Thanks for
I
doing
know,
that
isn't that
again.
fun?
Yeah, it was
We
fun.
filmed that 10 times, but we
Yeah.
finally got
It's
it.
just as fun this time, though.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Okay, until next week, guys. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.